good, well, here it's morning, but middle of the day, afternoon, whenever you see this online on my YouTube channel for you all to watch. Thank you so very much for stopping by and joining in. Have a seat, spend a little few moments with me this morning, in my morning that is. And I was picking up from my previous video because it's extended for discovering discovering the joy of you. And the verse that goes along with this is 1 Peter 4:10, which is, as every man hath received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. The gift God gives, a special talent or ability to each person. We are to use our gift to help other people, to help others. We are to be good stewards, meaning take good care of what God gives you. And that's everything that you have. Everything you got. We are to take care of it. See, this is why I am the way I am. Because from experiencing and going through the lack of it, it makes you, it turns you, it did me, and when I gained it back, that which was lost, taken, when I gained it back, I took care of all that I had, and I was in gratitude mode, giving all my love, my appreciation for everything that I had. Place to live, apartment, little bungalow, every little, the half a house I lived in throughout the past, my younger years, and the wonderful trailer, even though some would say I wouldn't live there, that was heaven to me. That was like, thank you, Lord God, because that was a gift in a time of need and much need, and a turning point. And I can look back and there's many turning points that I'm going through that I can see it now, but then I could not see that this was actually turning points for me. And now many kinds of grace. God shows his love in many different ways, as we are to do the likewise. Because your gift may be different than mine, you know, and likewise and so on. But we are to love one another and praise one another and lifting one another up with their unique, special gifts and talents. It could be sewing, it could be cooking, it could be baking, it could be lending an ear, it could be somebody who is so wonderful as the grandma mode, and she's like a grandma to everybody, right? You know, those type of things we don't recognize. To God's eyes, they are not, even though to the world it may seem ordinary, but to God they are special. They are special-nary. I'm making up words. Okay? So 1 Peter 4:10. And getting back to the previous video where I left off, and I was saying about, you know, to take a deep breath and breathe and let your shoulders drop. Be proud of the miles you've walked. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you criticize and abuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. That's what we're supposed to remember for one another. And be proud of the miles you've walked, even the muddy ones. You are whole. You are a beautiful piece of creation. Just as you are. But God can turn it all around and bring you up more and more and more. Higher and higher and higher, to where that love begins to show from the inside on out. And let me see here what else I have written down. And I was getting to the book. This old book I got that was a turning point for me in my life, because it helped me to do a self-care, taking better care of myself with diet and food, meaning healthier food, better types of food, clean food, you know, and remembering who I am and where I come from. And you know, and that's who you are. That's who I am. You know, I can see here. So it says, look at yourself in the mirror today without finding faults and flaws. Recognize your uniqueness and notice the difference when you smile. And that's the whole thing. This whole world lost its smile. Mona Lisa lost her smile, right? The song. Well, yeah. We need to get that smiling back. That vibe, that essence. So look where you are at right now in your life. Are you happy? Are you doing what you said you wanted to do when you were younger, in your younger years, when you were your unique self at that very time, you were your authentic self, because nothing was hindering you. The world didn't consume you yet. And you knew what you wanted to do. You knew what your passion was. You knew what you loved to do, and you were doing what you loved. Do you remember? Remember what your do's and your don'ts were. Making a pros and cons list down on paper and look at it. Really see it and be honest with yourself. Find that spark plug that's been pulled out or it's burned out. Replace it. Put a new spark plug in. I mean, you know, it's high time. The clock is ticking. Begin now. Start enjoying. Bringing to life your joys, your gifts, your talents, and your wants, and your needs, and your desires for the real you. Question for y'all, comment below. If your energy today was a weather forecast, what would it be? This week, say yes to you for one thing you want to do for you. Made some cards, some sayings. Be proud of your own roots, no matter how deep the mud gets. The prettiest song to sing in the forest is the one you were born to sing. Find the peace in your own boats. And just smile. Dress. Be cute as a button. And fix yourself up. Give yourself some self-love, self-care. Pretty as a peach. Embracing your true nature. Supposed to be a guy fishing by a pond. You don't need a golden saddle to enjoy the ride. And remember this also. Triggers drain us, but glimmers are micro moments of safety and of joy. Peace, love, and light.